Hello, my name is Lisa Bell Stewart, this year's Senior Warden, and I'm here to give you an update on how 2021 is shaping up for St. Paul's. During our first ever Zoom annual meeting in January, I promised that the Vestry would give periodic updates to affirm our progress and commitment to aligning St. Paul's time, talent, and treasure to the vision that Reverend Krista has communicated. It's a three-part vision. First, to be a good neighbor. Be a space of hope and love for all of Walnut Creek and a welcoming community to those looking for a faith home. Second, to be one community. Find ways to support and connect our three different Sunday services and strengthen our relationships by caring, praying, and loving one another. Continue to work with the College of Congregational Development to shape transparent leadership and to create clearer ways to make decisions as a community. Third, wondering and learning together. Learn more about scripture and prayer and explore ways to be a Christian in a post Christian world. Support and create opportunities to learn at every stage and every age. Our mighty vestry of 10, Susan Burpee, Jessica Bierbaum, Tom Chaffee, Melanie Corey, Marianne Johnson, Ned Soares, Jim Ward, Jerry Williams, and Mary Jane Wood have been going strong since the annual meeting. We did a one-day vestry retreat and planning session in early February, facilitated by Caroline McCall, a lecturer from the College for Congregational Development, where we agreed to a different organizational structure for the year so that the vestry could focus on our core responsibilities, managing the fiduciary and temporal affairs of the church. Basically, looking after the finances and property responsibilities of the church so Reverend Krista can focus on worship, liturgy, formation, and pastoral care. In a year noteworthy for change, the vestry has decided to courageously lean into being different and have instituted a pod structure to ensure all our focus areas are covered with a relatively small vestry. Over the last 3 months, vestry connectors have been working with their pods and ministry leaders to identify what activities are ministries, what are projects, and what are partnerships. Our next step is to inventory this amazing work by noting what gets done and by whom, so we can more easily see and support the connections between this work and the vision. We met earlier this week to review our progress, and it is really coming along. We have a little bit more work, though, still to do to finalize our inventory, and once done, we will look at how each ministry supports our vision and which ministries will get most of our attention, money, and focus for the remainder of 2021 and for 2022 to ensure that all our best efforts go to the areas where there is the greatest need. Please stay tuned for updates later in the summer as more information is available. Another area of time and attention for the vestry is to build good boundaries and solid relationships with those who count on us. Being an organized and reliable employer for our staff, a good landlord to our tenants, a trustworthy tenant to our landlord, and a responsible and engaged partner with St. Paul's Commons. We are instituting a little bit more structure to preserve and protect our most critical relationship with one another. By defining relationships and identifying appropriate guardrails, these are important steps to ensure that the spiritual and pastoral care of parishioners comes first at St. Paul's and isn't subsumed by the business of the church. Our finances continue to be solid, pledge giving is on track, and expenses are being carefully managed. We are looking forward to hiring an associate rector, as reviewed in the annual meeting, and hope to make a call in early June. As you can infer, there is a lot of activity underway right now, and you may find it a bit unsettling or difficult to navigate, especially as we all find our footing in the post-COVID world, where there are some new expectations, new requirements, and new ways of doing things. I ask for your patience and openness for a bit of experimentation as we have the opportunity to chart a course that bridges the life of St. Paul's from what was to what can be. So we can all journey successfully together. I have 3 requests. 1, remember we are one body. The last year has been hard, and we have all had a tough pandemic. As a country and a church, we are doing our normal activities with less support, less predictability, more restrictions, and an unavoidable awareness of our own human frailty. While some people's struggles are visible, others are not, and we must trust that everyone is doing the best they can. By caring for ourselves and for each other, we live into our faith by demonstrating that while some are the right hand and some are the left, we are all one body in service to Christ and to each other through love and mutual respect. 2, make room for possibility. Some experiments will be successful, some will not, and that's okay. The vestry is looking for ways to weave together our strong, committed congregation in new and flexible ways. In the words of our junior warden, never waste a good crisis. From crisis is born new possibilities. Be curious. If something doesn't feel good or seems confusing, rather than making assumptions or being frustrated, please ask questions. The vestry is here to help. The staff is here to help. We're happy to answer any questions you may have. This has been a slightly longer update than you might expect in the future. Please look for a 3 to 5 minute video summary following our vestry meetings each month through the end of the year. Just a reminder, the vestry meetings are held on the third Monday of the month, and all parishioners are welcome. If you have particular requests or comments about things you'd like to know more about in a future update, please do email or call me to let me know your thoughts. And thank you so much for your time today.